Hey there, and welcome. Ever wonder how to talk about what's coming up tomorrow or next week? Well, today we're going to crack the code on one of the most important words for that in English. We're talking all about will.
So let me ask you a simple question. What will happen tomorrow? How would you even start to answer that in English? Stick with me because by the end of this, you're going to know exactly how.
All right, let's jump right in. You know, one of the best ways to learn a language is just to listen. So let's do that. We're going to listen in on a quick chat between two people talking about their day tomorrow.
Okay, so the first person kicks things off by asking, do you think the weather will be good tomorrow?
And their friend answers, kind of guessing a bit, I'm not sure. I think it will be sunny in the morning.
The first person likes that idea. They add something they're hoping for. That would be nice. I hope the train will arrive on time.
And the chat keeps going. The second person says, maybe it will. I think the station will be very busy at 8:30. And to finish up, the first person shares one last thought. Yes, and I believe our meeting will finish early today. Okay, great. So, did you catch all of that? They were talking a lot about the future, right? Let's go back and dig a little deeper, see if we can find some clues in how they were speaking.
So the big question is, what words were they using to talk about the future? Think about it. Did it sound like they had a fixed plan, something written down in a calendar, or was it something different?
Okay, take a look at this. Do you see the pattern here? Look at the words that come right before the word will. We've got think, hope, maybe, believe. See, these aren't facts. They're opinions, guesses, and feelings.
All right, so now that we've seen it in action, let's break down the actual rule. It's actually pretty simple.
Okay, this is the most important part right here. You use will when you're talking about the future, but you're not 100% sure. It's for your opinions, your guesses, your hopes, not for solid, definite plans.
And this is super important because it shows us the big difference between using will and using going to. Will is for an idea you have right now, at the moment you're speaking, but going to is for a plan you made before, something you already decided to do.
And the best part? The grammar is so easy. Seriously. For a positive sentence, you just say, I will go, or even shorter, I'll go. For a negative, I will not go becomes I won't go. Easy, right? And for a question, just flip it around. Will you go? That's it.
So, let's just quickly recap the 3 main times you're going to use will. First, for predictions, when you're making a guess. Second, for hopes and beliefs, what you want to happen. And third, for instant decisions, when you decide to do something right on the spot.
Now, if you want a little cheat code to make this even easier, there are some signal words you can listen for. When you hear these, it's a huge clue that you should probably use will.
So when you hear someone start a sentence with I think or I hope, you can bet that will is coming next. Same thing for words like maybe or probably. These are your magic keywords.
Let's look at a perfect example of an instant decision. Imagine the phone starts ringing. You didn't plan for that, right? You decide in that exact moment to answer it. So you say, the phone is ringing. I'll answer it. See? You decided right now.
Okay, how about a prediction? Check this out. I think he will learn fast. Did you see the keyword? Think. That's our clue. It's not a fact. It's just your opinion about the future.
And of course, we can do this in the negative too, using won't. It's just a negative prediction. Maybe you're hoping this is true. The train won't be late.
All right. We've seen the examples. We've learned the rules. You know what that means. It's your turn to try it out.
Okay, before you go, let's do a super quick review. Remember, use will for predictions, hopes, and instant decisions. Look for those signal words, think, hope, maybe. And if you want to say no, just use won't. You got this.
So let's finish right back where we started. I've got a question for you. What do you think the weather will be like tomorrow? Go on, give it a try. Start your sentence with I think it will be. See, you already know how to talk about tomorrow.